Greetings to you in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Today, I would like to talk about pollution. Greetings to you. I know pollution is a kind of the abnormal environment or the environment which is disturbed by the pollution. Due to pollution, things look in different way. We have been facing the pollution issue in three kinds. There are many, but major we have three kinds. One, if you now look into air pollution and water pollution and land pollution. There is a main reason why I am talking about the pollution. The day by day, the generation goes and generation goes, we have been seeing the lot a difference in increasing the pollution. Maybe if you think about the air pollution, the fuel burns, when fuel burns or oil burns, which is used in the vehicles or factories, through smoke, the pollution is happening. We can take the air pollution as a major pollution among all these three. What happens when there are lot of vehicles are frequently used, even though there is no necessity, or even you can able to walk a little to get something from market, but maybe due to the prestige issue or due to something, we are using cars rather than walking. And there are many factories in the world which is releasing a lot of smoke into the environment. And coming to the water, you know how chemicals or other detergents or even sewage water is releasing into the water, or like mixing into the rivers or oceans. Because of this, the good water also it is been polluted. And coming to the land pollution, this is happening mainly due to the litter, the waste which we are throwing on the roads or maybe any free lands or any area where the litter is actually dumped. Because of the dumping of the waste, the land is actually polluted. If you think, what is the solution behind all these things? Many people in the world, they complained about the pollution. We always think about why people are not taking about the pollution, why the government is not taking care of the pollution. There are many things to do to prevent the solution, or we can minimize the solution. But have you seen ever anyone who is stop complaining and start taking actions? We can see very few. There are organizations, I agree, who are very much working on to reduce this pollution. So why I have taken this topic today is just because I want you to stop complaining and start taking action. And there is another pollution which is dangerous than every one of these three pollutions. Let us see what is that pollution. The attitude pollution. You please don't wonder about this, why I am talking about attitude pollution. Yes, of course, it is dangerous than another three pollutions. You know why? People at least they can take care of the all other three pollutions by doing small things like if you can use your bikes or use your cycles, or if you can go by walk instead of using cars, you can control or reduce the air pollution. And if you talk about water, if you take care of your sewage water, and if you take care of chemicals, if you use less chemicals, less detergents, you can reduce the water pollution. And coming to land pollution, if you throw the garbage into the dedicated bins, or if you stop throwing the waste like cover papers or waste bottles beside the roads, if you stop all these things and put them properly, you can reduce that. But attitude pollution is a dangerous pollution, and also which totally changes the environment. It is emotionally affecting the family, affecting the relationships. That is the reason I wanted to talk about the attitude pollution. For example, if you talk about angry, it's like other pollutions. When you have to do which you don't want to do, you get angry. You hold your fist and hit maybe your wife, your husband, or your children, or your neighbor, your friend, or the other person. Instead, if you take a deep breath and smile, it's a solution actually. But in some scenarios, in some situations, some are not controlling their anger and showing their anger on others. Maybe it would be anyone. And you are totally changing the environment and you are taking control of everything, and finally you are destroying the scenario, or you control, you are losing your emotion. You are getting out of control, which is not at all good thing to do. If you control your anger and show in a soft way towards your children or wife, absolutely it makes sense. Maybe it's not because you wanted to do for them, but what God is saying, if you do this if you think that you are doing for God's sake, if you feel that you are serving God, if you think that you are doing for God, then absolutely there is a chance that you will reduce, or you can control your anger. You can change your attitude. When you think that you are only taking care of people or only thinking about people, then maybe you may not control it. But if you keep that you are serving God, definitely, rather than complaining, rather than doing showing anger, you can smile it, and you can solve the problem. Let us see in the book of Philippians chapter 2 verses 14. Do everything without complaining or arguing. In Telugu I will read. మీరు మూర్ఖమైన వక్రజనము మధ్య నిరపరాధులను నిష్కలంకులను అనిందులునైన దేవుని కుమారులగునట్లు సనుగులను సంశయములను మాని it means stop arguing or complaining and start taking action which is good. From the heart you do. Instead of complaining about the pollution, if you take your own steps and encourage others to do, definitely one or the other day the pollution will come down. Definitely. But if you are complaining and doing the same thing what others are doing, there is no solution at all. So what God is saying in the Colossians chapter 3 verses 23, for example, now if you read the chapter 3 verses 24 or 23, అది మనుషుల నిమిత్తము గాక ప్రభు నిమిత్తమని మనస్ఫూర్తిగా చేయుడి. Whatever you do, you do it for thinking that you are serving God. Definitely you will change your attitude. If you are polluting your situation, your environment, your family, your class, your office, your neighbors, it's problematic. It's no use actually. You are not going to win the situation, but you will lose. So my dear friends, from now, if you tackle the situation and if you do like you are doing for God with a joyful heart, it definitely make a sense, and you will be happy, and others also will be happy. I think you got the point. So I give you one example where the largest dump happened in the world. One cargo ship was moving in the ocean, in the Pacific Ocean, but due to some problem, maybe technical or natural, I don't remember exactly, but the ship sank. Because of that, the things what were transporting to the cargo, to the ship, there were plastic toys like duckies, frogs, tortoise. There were more than 24,000 toys of duckies which were mistakenly dumped or sink by sinking the ship. They fall into the water, and the duckies were, through the water, it is floated to the border of the Alaska. It means thousands of miles it's gone, and it's moved. It's like the area where it got sinked is totally very much far away where it is reached. Similarly, you may think that you wanted to win the situation with the argument or with the anger attitude, but it may affect in a different way, and that may take too longer and longer, affection or affecting. So my dear friends, I know I'm not very good in English, but I just wanted to improve my English. That's the reason I'm doing all these videos. If you like, you watch, or if you don't like, just leave it, or if you like, you can share to your friends. I know one or the other day I will be shining in English. So after doing this, I will make notes what I made mistakes, how effectively if I do this be fruitful. So my dear friends, to conclude, we should pray to God and ask Him, "Oh God, give me the knowledge to take care of the pollution around me and teach me how I can litter the waste, and also mainly, my Lord, please guide me and control my anger. Let me show my real godly attitude towards others. And please give me strength to handle the situation in a good manner. When I do serve people, let me think that I am serving you, my Lord." And if you pray like this and do, it will be very good. So, my dear friends, stop arguing or complaining and feel that you are doing for good sake, and you feel and understand that you are doing for and you are serving God, so that you can manage things so good with a joyful heart, with a smiling face. If you tackle the situation, if you face the situation in a smooth manner, you can control air pollution, water pollution, land pollution, as well as your anger or attitude pollution. I hope you understand. Thank you very much.